One pin separate these two champions at this point. Late in the match, again, as I mentioned, 8th frame, Dave Ferraro on a spare. And again, the frustration on his face. Now, Dave, he just doesn't understand what's going on out there. He's making good shots. He knows he's rolling the ball where and the way he wants to. He's comfortable with his release. The ball just doesn't react the way he expects to. That ball should have hooked up to the pocket, in his estimation. Didn't quite get there. It's almost like if you were trying to shoot baskets or free throws, Jay, and someone keeps moving the basket on you when the ball's in the air. You just don't know how to make an adjustment for it.
Right.
A lot of
speed. He got a real fine break there, as it looked for a moment like he might be facing a split down there. Leaves the 4-7.
Both players struggling, neither one comfortable with the lane reaction. They both feel they're making good shots. And as the lanes have changed throughout the day, no one has been able to figure them out. It's amazing. All the players on the telecast today, Jay, are experienced professionals. They've been in this situation before, and as the lanes have changed, they've never made the adjustments.
And I think that surprised you, because most of the time at this level of play, we see them make the adjustments correctly. But they haven't been able to find the key here.
They haven't. And if anyone should be able to do it, it's this man right here.
Got the job done there.
And that was an important one, Jay. At this point, the match is dead even.
If we would have a tie, we'd have a 2-frame roll-off. Should.
Great shot. And what an opportune time to get it. The match is dead even going into the 10th frame. Both players on strikes, both going at a 195 pace. Anything can happen. We could have a tie, Jay, as you mentioned. Here we go. Good look at Dave Ferraro's form. The concentration, the great ball reaction. Boom. 10 in the pit.
Well, the Touring Players Championship. Final stop on the PBA Fall Tour, coming down to the 10th frame for these two.
Just like the shootout.
That's coming up later. Oh, yes.
Remember, no matter what Dave Ferraro does, even if he goes all the way, gets all 3 strikes in the 10th for 215, Walter Ray Williams still has a chance to tie. And he can't afford to miss.
Ferraro, who qualified first last week, didn't get the job done. That has to be preying on him a little here to get the chance 2 weeks in a row to play from the top spot. Walter Ray Williams. Can he win it?
Oh, a big break.
Somebody said one more, Dave, and down they went.
All right, now this shot coming up is just as important as the other two. Remember, 215 is his maximum score. As you see the pin action, the head pin going to the sideboards, kicking out the 8th pin and the last pin to go. And the reaction of Dave Ferraro. He knows he has to have this one, because if he doesn't, Walter Ray Williams can beat him by 1 pin if he strikes out. Walter Ray Williams talking to himself. Last week he needed a strike to win his match, didn't get it. This week he's on the tougher of the 2 lanes in the 10th frame. Left the door open, Jay.
Yes, he did.
Finish
2-12.
2-12. All right, Walter Ray Williams to win the Touring Players Championship. Did you see a replay of Dave Ferraro's last ball? A little bit extra speed, the ball slides by the head pin. Walter Ray Williams needs 2 strikes and 8 pins to win.
pull down $23,000.
And it's been a great fall tour for Dave Ferraro, and he led last week and lost. Did you see his reaction to the shot by Walter Ray Williams to win the championship?
For Ferraro, his 4th career title.
And he's really a nice young man, Jay. Great person. Everybody on the tour likes Dave Ferraro, as they do Walter Ray Williams, another real nice guy. Two nice guys going at it. Somebody had to lose. Somebody had to win.
Ferraro at 212. Williams at 195. There's the Touring Players Champion. And we'll be back to pass out the prize money right after this. Ferraro, he wins it over Walter Ray Williams and takes down the top prize before this big crowd. Here are the results of the Tournament Players Championship in Taylor, Michigan, as Ferraro comes away the winner 212 to 195. A reminder that coming up next, of course, the bowling shootout, the second half of our bowling doubleheader, and also the boxing. That's next. But first, let's get to the presentation and our champion. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Dave Ferraro. Nice going.
Thank you, Jay.
I know that when you qualified first last week, and you qualified first again this week, that you probably put a lot of pressure on yourself. You wanted to get the job done on this final event of the fall tour.
Well, last week was a little disappointing, but this makes up for it all.
Well, John Conti, a compadre of yours right over here, the division manager for Michigan of Anheuser-Busch, will present the Budweiser Trophy.
Yeah, thank you. I want to, on behalf of Budweiser in the state of Michigan and all the Budweiser people in the state, including our Michigan wholesalers and all the bowlers, I understand this is your second Budweiser Trophy to win. It's certainly a pleasure to present this to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Connie. I'd like to thank Budweiser and Anheuser-Busch and also Adeline DiBiase and everybody here at Taylor Lanes. It's been a great week.
Well, we can thank Adeline right now because she's got the money. Adeline, come right in.
Here's the phony, and here's the real.
There we go. $23,000. Earl, let's get you to come in and talk a little bit about the scoring here today. It was tough going, wasn't it?
It wasn't what I expected, Jay. Watching the players warm up, obviously they were making good shots and they were throwing a lot of strikes. The lanes do change, as you know, during the telecast. There's a lot of pressure on the leader coming over. He has to wade through all those other matches. I had one question, and a lot of people at home never going to be in the position you're in today, Dave. Sitting on the bench, waiting for another player to decide your fate. What was going through your mind at that point when Walter Ray needed 2 strikes and 8 pins to beat you?
Well, it's nerve-wracking. When you come in for the last game, I think you're a little more jittery than if you do win the game before, because you're a little looser then, and you have some idea what the lanes are going to do. And the lanes did change. They got considerably tighter the last game considering to when I practiced. So I just was fortunate to make a couple of good shots at the end, and luckily enough to strike.
Dave, it's been a very fine fall tour for you. A nice early Christmas present here.
Yeah, this week caps it all off.
Why any feeling about why you've been going so good? You're picking up your second title of the year here?
Well, I don't know if it's any one reason. The way they're doing the lanes now, I think I like.
You like the spray gun, huh?
I think so. A couple weeks ago, I don't know, I might have liked the machine, but...
I think your bull better hurt, Dave, with that bad wrist.
Yeah, right.
All right, there he is, your Touring Players Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Ferraro takes down the crown in Taylor, Michigan. The PBA Fall Tour has been sponsored by Budweiser. Beechwood